want to talk about something really quick. I won't keep you guys. I'm just waiting a second for a few people, and then I got a cop up here, and I got a tractor trailer that moved out of the way. Let's see what this Audi can do. Right now, I'm punching it. I just gunned it in the Audi. It's not that fast. It's a little peppy. I mean, it goes pretty good. It actually has the paddle shifters, which makes you think if you want to do that. I did it once just for messing around. I want to just do one little. This will be a serious talk. I'll talk in circles, and I will. I'll get right to the point here. We saw me and Corey were talking about yesterday. Well, I was kind of just saying it out loud to him. Thank you guys for coming back real quick. I really appreciate it. This is perfect, just 31 people, that's perfect. I didn't want this to be like 100 people. Not that 100 people want to watch me drive to the airport, but it is an important talk, so I want to talk about how I found these places. Like you might know from the live video a little bit that I found those little huts, but we found more below those they're just literally invisible 100 feet away. You cannot tell they're there, and then you go over there. We found dirt perches. We found these places where there's clearly something smaller going in. It's amazing. There's cobwebs all around the top of these areas, and then underneath it's perfectly clear. Like there's something going low. We found trails that go out, that they're literally going right out to the fields and going to other forests, like through the fields. And I'm 100% convinced. Like what's cool about doing that, finding a spot. You'll know what I mean when you see my, maybe even a little bit in this video when I put out today. That it's something else. Like I don't think, I can't swear it's not Bigfoot, but I'm almost positive it's one of his buddies. Like they're just too little. They're too small. And the reason you could for sure it's part of this unseen world thing is the spots, the decorated structures around these spots, and the lack of any other possible animal. That's what I was saying in my video, like in Colorado, you could blame it on, you'd be like, oh, it was an elk, it was a moose, it was a mountain lion, it was a bear, it was this, it was that. There's so many animals up there. People just want to use common sense. Even my brain wants to use the common sense sometimes. Like I'm just like, no, it's a squirrel. Like I'm just like everybody else, except that I've just got by that. Like I have my mind, like I know what I'm seeing, in repetition. It just never ends. It's the same thing. And I just know that in Virginia there's something special in these woods. And it's not like you really have to go find. I mean, you just go anywhere. It's when you're out here in these Blue Mountains, it's amazing. I'm not sure. I got whistles, I get noises. Me and Corey yesterday. Nothing too incredibly amazing, but lots of noises. And oh man, I got I think it's on video. I was out by myself. I got to go through. I have like 50 clips. Some of them are pretty long. So I want to go through some of that, but there's something going on. So there's like Sasquatch or whatever, but there's something else, like just like in Colorado. But this is really funky here. I think it's all the same. Like I think we all think we have like these different creatures, but I think it's the same thing everywhere. That's what I really believe. I think here you can distinctly see they have sections where they don't seem to have the Sasquatch around, but I'm willing to bet that not far away there's actually a Sasquatch, that they go into these teams. And what I think, because we've all seen it, you guys, a lot of you guys find the pictures where there's all these different faces, like they're clearly different species, but they're always together. It's like they go to work in the morning and they all get in this little group, and then at night they all go back to their said. Believe me, I don't want to make it this hard. It seems like then they go back to their own peeps. Like that's where he goes back to his little wallow where he crawls in. And his Sasquatch just might not live far away. It might be like a couple hundred yards somewhere else, or maybe it's a mile. Who knows? But it does seem like that's. I'm not even suggesting. I mean, I'm suggesting that that's it. Basically, I'm not claiming that, but I don't think it's different. I don't think people in Australia have Yowie. I don't think it's any different than anything that's here. It's the same exact thing. It's just that's the creature that gets seen there more, so they, you immediately think that's the only thing there. A Yeti, Like if the abominable snowman, it's like, you know, there's white ones everywhere. It's not just up high in the mountains in the snow. And the first thing I ever saw was a big abominable snowman, and it was in the middle of July. They don't, you know what I mean? It's all the same thing. So we've really confused the name. That's the thing I'm almost sure about, is that, you know what I mean? Different aliens don't do the same structures and then move to, they send different ones to Australia because we have a different accent. It's the same creatures everywhere. That's what I would bet on anyway. I can't swear that. You guys, look at it. I don't know if you can see these mountain ranges, like, with the front camera. Hold on. Oh man, I just did too long. It's incredible. It's that over there. I'd love to go over there. You can't see it. I want to see if you can see it when I go by. Here, go like this. I want to see if you can see that, at least that line. See that line back there? Look at that military crest. Look at these big giant peaks out there. You know, in an area like that, you just go to that peak, and I bet all of your money, everything you guys have, that we'd have a great video up there, and then you'd be rich. It's that simple here in Virginia. It's hard to go in far here because of the, well, maybe not hard for everybody, but for someone like, excuse me, someone like me who, you know, gets poison ivy so easily. It doesn't even seem to have to touch it. You just need to be there. It's like, I knew when I had the live video when I went in that I knew. I think I said it. I'm like, I'm going to get poison ivy. It was worth every second of it, and I wouldn't take my poison ivy back. That's all. I just wanted to mention the. Oh, I'm going to show you this peak thing again. Like, I know there's people out here around this area besides Corey, and I could just show you, like, so easily how to go check some of these places out. Like, it's unbelievable. They're right, and some of these guys, like, I'm telling you, it's a knowledge thing. If you want the interactions, if you want something to whistle at you, you gotta remember, there's nothing. It's not a connection I have with them. Okay, maybe a little bit, but that connection is developed by my open mind. It's not because I'm psychic. They're like, oh, we like Mark better than some of the other humans. I'm telling you, it's not that. It has nothing to do whether they might like me better than some other humans that means somewhere. It's not that they like me better than you guys. You know, you just have to. They have to know that you know. That's the bottom line. And when that happens, when there's no shock factor involved at all, which there isn't with me, you know, I get excited like, oh my god, but there's no shock there. Like I'm ready for it. You know, they somehow know this all. Just test it. Everyone that goes out does this. Says the same thing. I've told them this before. And as soon as that mind is open enough, and you've spent enough time around there, and it's not always a lot of time. It could be your first time in there with your complete open mind. Fake it if you have to. You know, but make your mind open. Like, what do you have to lose? I said in the video recently. There's nothing to lose by just trying to believe. Nothing will happen if nothing works out. You'll still be okay. That's all. I just think that if you just have, and that's the problem with some of the other Bigfoot community, is that their minds are so closed. And researchers, even there's one in Virginia, even like there's people, you know, they just don't get it. You know, they want them to be apes, and they want to be in their understanding, and it's just not. You guys, it's so easy to believe that part of it, because if it was within our understanding, we would have cracked this thing a long time ago. It would have been so easy. Right? And it's so hard and so out of our thinking. Like, almost none of it fits. And that's why it's been so successful, you guys. Just think about it. Like, how come some of these researchers that are so close to going so far in this just stop themselves with their beliefs? Like, they want it to be logical. That's all. You know, it's an amazing thing that these are smart people. I'm not bashing some of these people. I'm really not. Some of them are smarter than I am. And, but they just won't let their brains go. You know, I don't understand it. You guys know exactly. I'm not even going to teach you this. I'm just kind of talking to you about it because I know you guys know this, basically. Love Jersey plates. My dad's like, can you stop by real quick? And I was already an hour away. I felt so bad. You guys, I miss my family. I think that's why I'm doing this video. I miss my kids, my everybody. It's a lonely day for me today. Going home, I'll be back in my trailer tonight. Hopefully my cat's alive. Dave at the ranch. Like, yeah, you know what I mean? Like, look, you don't even have to believe it. Just, it's factual. Like, that's why nobody knows, because if it was that easy, we have some badass human beings, okay, that are like hunters and trackers, and and these guys have gone out and they end up smack dab right in the middle of these guys, right? But they don't know how to read the structures. They don't know what an X is. They can't. You can look around like a place me and Corey were yesterday, where there's spots where you just, unless you had high skills in this, you would never know they were everywhere right around you, and that's what happens. These badasses get out there, over history, like throughout the last 100 years. I'm talking some badass dudes, excuse my language, some bad tushy dudes, and they, they don't find anything because they don't have any education on the subject. They just want it to be, they think they're going to hunt a logical thing. Meanwhile, they're just sitting there and they're all watching them and they can't see them, and it's so easy to believe that this is out of our thinking, because it would have been solved. Probably, let's go Bigfoot. Hey, all you got to do is go. They come right out. This is so pretty here. Let me show you guys. It doesn't even look like Virginia. It looks like, it's like, look at those mountains in the back. And I've driven out of there. It's like a jungle. That mountain back there, it looks just like Colorado, you guys. I mean, it's so big. It's far away, so you can't really tell how big it is, but man, I tell you, that right there is probably better than anywhere I saw this weekend. I'm trying to get Corey. I'm like, dude, see that mountain over there? Just walk up it. And they get a buddy and just go up there. He gets poison ivy too. I didn't check in to see if he had poison ivy or not. Yeah, he had like Technic with him and stuff like that. So what are you guys up to? West Virginia. Oh, Gail, you made it. Yay. We have a Gail party. She always misses the live streams. Or she doesn't get notifications or something. West Virginia. Don't even get me started. It's the same thing. It's actually, you might find more structures in West Virginia, like the structures I find. I wasn't seeing, I see some here, like the big perfect symmetricals, but Corey also, when we got out of the car, he's like, hey, look at this is from my area. He was showing me Colorado structures he's actually seen. He has a Bigfoot there that he's seen, and the Bigfoot lets him see him and stuff like that. It's pretty cool. I might want to go back to just like train tracks, and like it's not far from a school. It just seems like this loner dude who doesn't mind showing himself occasionally. I might go out there. It's in Lynchburg, Virginia. So what's going on with you guys? Dwarfs on? I can see, but I'm missing some of it because I'm going slow. I'm following this truck. Look. So like that for a minute. See if you see any Bigfoots. Guys, look at this. Look how gorgeous this place is. It's hard to believe you're in Virginia. I mean, it's not hard to believe, but it's, I think a lot of people, if they haven't been to a state, like they, if you hear the word New Jersey, you think like, oh, you're from New Jersey. It's like, yeah, New Jersey's freaking beautiful. It's like, it gets a bad rap because of the city part. You go to Newark. And I think the same thing with every state, like, you're like Louisiana, they're like, oh, they're just Cajun rednecks. I'm like, are you kidding me? That place out in Louisiana is so bad, and I'd love to hang out with some Cajun rednecks. Like, I can't understand them. I mean, what a great live video that would be, being two of those guys. So I think every state, just has its own beauty. I mean, every single one has, but they get these reps for like one thing, like Iowa or whatever. All people can think about is corn. Actually, that's one state that, no offense, Iowa people, which is kind of cool, but it's just, you can see for the whole state, all special places there. So what else is new? Can we talk about? I don't want to over talk you about the Virginia forest, but really interesting. I was really happy. I actually did spend a good, I don't even know, a total of like 10, 12 hours over the last few days just out in the woods. So that was kind of cool. I just can't do it. You guys, I could go on a vacation anywhere and my whole vacation would be, especially if I wasn't with my family, it would just be going. It's the same thing. So I don't get a vacation doing this. There's no such thing. A little bit, but I mean, this vacation wasn't sitting there. There was a lot of work, and I helped. I was in the wedding. I walked my mom down, and there's a lot of prep. My sister is so detailed and annoying. No offense, Becky. She's not watching this. She would never be on here right now. She thinks she's too important. What's up, Cynthia, Wisconsin? I know Cynthia. I think I've seen you, Cynthia. I didn't see your last name. Wisconsin, same thing. Another that's a good example. Another great. People hear Wisconsin, they just think it's like a nowhere land or something. But it's just an amazing place. They have fun, great restaurants, and amazing place to hang out. And same thing with like Milwaukee. You just think about beer. It's where Happy Days was. Laverne and Shirley. Hey, Dwarf, is that you? Oh no, I thought that was Eileen. Dwarf was in a pretty cool forest last night for a little couple minutes, talking about the Grateful Dead. So I'm thinking about going out there, you guys. I got to see what I can. Look, I wouldn't even go home right now. I'm being forced. Like I would take this car and just start driving to like Michelle in North Carolina, and then drive to. Like, how fun would that be for a week? Just drive to the places I know that'll blow your mind. And then go to stop by, and whoever's on here, it's like, hey Mark, I'm in Wisconsin. I would just be like, okay, I'll set the GPS right now, with no plans, and drive to Wisconsin. You know what I mean? I think that would be really cool. It would suck driving, but I think for some reason something would happen. It would pay off. Unfortunately, that stuff costs money. I'm forced home. I got to go home. I have no choice. It'll be great. I haven't even started yet. This winter, I feel like I haven't done anything, so that's a lot to come yet this summer. And I'm hoping in the winter I can try to pull that off. Like go to Cali, see Dwarf, go to his area, show him things I think he's missing. Things like that. And go to whoever, anybody. It's like somewhere, as long as there's no snow there, I'm in. But it's so expensive. And I don't want, if I had the money, I don't care. So I'd never ask someone for money if I had it. Like if I could pay for that, I would. Maybe I can, I don't know, try to get money for the winter to do a few things like that. And I'll do it the cheapest way I can. Like, I don't know, drive or, whatever's cheaper. My truck is, I'm a little worried about driving my truck because it breaks. Like if anything happens to it, like the replacement value, that's where I'm worried about it. Like it's probably not worth fixing at that point. I'll have to, so if I break my truck, I'll have to buy a new one. Well, a new used one. There's Amtrak. Oh, Amtrak, yeah. I don't know how many, Amtrak, I was thinking about that yesterday because I saw this guy. He's like a singer, and he was on this train, and you can see that the trains go through these amazing places that really nothing else ever gets to. And I was thinking, like, if I was on that train, I'd be like kick back and slide the window open and just film like at the right angle and just film like the tree lines. I bet you there's just Sasquatch everywhere those trains go by, just sitting there in the open. Maybe technically not visible to your eyes, but the camera can see it. Not that would be worth a video, but if I was on the train, I think I would do that. I have a friend, Eric, in Arizona. He lost his leg. He's got a prosthetic. It's been years and years of, it's one of the worst things to lose a limb, you guys. It's so bad, but he's getting better. He used to love to do what I do. He's got a real good feel for this. He's got spots. He's got them in his backyard. I want to show you. That's what I want to show you guys. Like I don't want to fly and go show you structures in the woods in Wisconsin. I want to show you. I'll go to some of the people that you don't know, that I know, that have them in their backyard and have relationships with them, and they peek at you around the corners, and things like that. I want to go to some special places. It's not like, let's go find an X in Arizona, and maybe a little bit like they didn't know they had one. I'll be like, look, you see these structures you have? Like I'll do that, but it's not like so we can go find structures. It's so we can go visit people that have very unique relationships, things like that. It's not hearsay. It's like, oh, I saw a Bigfoot chasing a deer. It's like, whatever. I don't believe you. I really don't. I mean, I believe you might think you did, but it was something else. That you're not going to see a Bigfoot chasing a deer, in my opinion. You just won't see it happen. Is it possible? I don't think so. Not if you know these creatures. I don't think they think the Sasquatch is just too important, really, to chase a deer. They just don't do that. They could probably look at it and make it fall over, but I don't think they... I think some of the other ones might eat them, and that's why those hunting blinds are set up, and they seem like they're going to ambush you. And I don't think that's Sasquatch. Again, we're blaming everything on the Sasquatch. You guys, I have to minimize this for one. I think, like I said, I was missing my family a lot, so I turned on the live, and Flush will make this go so much faster, man. You guys want to go smoke this thing? had McDonald's. I love you guys. Who else loves McDonald's? Please tell me. Is that Diane? Hey, Diane. Hey, Eileen. Thanks for coming back. Come on, who likes McDonald's? Not McDonald's. You guys, I'm itching. My thighs itch. So, I got it. My thighs too. Like, it's terrible. It just itches like so bad. Like I just want to itch. Northwoods. Oh yeah. You know why? Because they're everywhere. That's why. These forest beings and Sasquatch are. Guys, wait till this comes out. There's more of them than there is of us. How's that for you? I used to hear back in the day, I'd be like, yeah, I think there's at least 4 up in this one place in Colorado. I'm like, 4? I just filmed 4 like 10 minutes ago. What are you talking about? 4. There's millions and millions and millions and millions of them. Millions. I wonder, I said to, who was I talking to? I was talking to Cassandra. I said, I wonder if they know, like all of them are aware of how much longer they have to keep doing this, their thing with, like, so if humans, they have to hide and stuff. Like, I wonder if they're aware of the time frame of them, of us knowing each other more. Morning. Oh, yeah, Washington. Forgot about it. I think Washington State is like just as good as probably anyone in the world. I mean, you got some of those. There's a few forests there. I don't know where they are exactly in Washington. I've seen pictures of structures inside these green forests that I think it comes from some of that rain, in some of those areas in Washington, because they're so beautiful. The forest becomes so beautiful, and it's as good as anywhere. Probably one of the better places to find structures is Washington State. I mean, there's some Sasquatch in Washington D.C. I mean, I bet you anything. I bet you there's Sasquatch. I mean, whether it's Sasquatch or not, let's just say that I bet you there's unseen world things in New York City. Like in sewers. We've seen them. I'm trying to find something here. I've seen videos of those things. And also, you guys are keeping me from getting a speeding ticket, because if you weren't always in a rush to go in here, I'm really early and I'd still be going faster than the speed limit. So with you guys, I don't drive it nice and slow. Outdoor practice for me, so I can like talk, breathe, like try to breathe before my next ADD wave comes up. I'm really trying to. Honestly, my ADD doesn't go off too bad if I'm not around Bigfoot or at a wedding drunk. Usually, I mean, it does. That's a lie actually, but it's not as bad typically. Like right now, this is sort of me because I'm exhausted and I'm poison ivy. My shin's itching right now. Yeah, they're saying no poison ivy in the UK. Wow. And at the same time, you have that beautiful ivy, the real ivy, like that's all over, like, the old stone, structures. What's up, Alex? I'm not really that funny. I'm just mental. My brain has been through. I think it's half the reason I'm good at this. I think it's what I've said this before. I think it's with some of you guys too. That some people get here just regular, just normal, but other people, it could have just been watching the video and getting into it. It seems like a lot of people have had like some kind of a trauma, or sadness, tragedies. My friend Jana lost her mother, like things like that, and it's hard for her to get over it. A lot of times, too many times in this, it seems like that kind of stuff can bring you here. Whatever. It could just be you're looking at stuff on the internet. It could have been another subject too. But a lot of people I know went through something to get here. Some kind of pain. A lot of it sometimes. Not everyone, but I think a majority of us, have had some kind of I don't know. It's weird how they seem to respond when you're sad. I've gotten some of the best response. I got Techno. It doesn't do anything, you guys. I'm so allergic. You can pour anything you want on it. It's going to be there for 3 days no matter what I do. I forgot what I was saying now. I'm too tired. What's up with you guys? How you guys? Then I wouldn't over talk. I feel like I have to talk because no one else. You can't hear anybody else. Oh shit! Let me hold on, guys. I gotta minimize for 1 second. So exactly. That's why. Well, it was one of the reasons. I figured it would make the trip go faster, and it would keep me from driving this car fast, and it would be. Well, of course, I just love to hang out with you guys, and also it's like a bunch of reasons. Missing my family. I really had a lonely moment this morning. In a sense, like it's tough to be a dad. A divorced dad that you just society makes you feel like a loser in a sense. And you still love your kids more than most dads that are with their kid. It's like it's so painful, to say goodbye. And even to like my son who's going to be 24, and his kids. And, and it's like most of us, it's money that really, when it comes down to like, if you don't have lots of money, you can't move people and, or relocate, move near your family, things like that. And unfortunately, with what I do, what I'm doing right now, I think I have to be in Colorado. I've never seen, I can't replace, where I go yet. There's nowhere I can get what I see and what happens to me. Like there. I'm not saying there isn't other places. What's up, man? Ken, what's up? Ken's been here. You know what I mean? Like I was telling Corey, like I can't really be Virginia Bigfoot. First of all, I'd be in the emergency room every day from Poison Ivy, and it's hard here. You'd have to, I don't know what you would do, how you'd do much in Virginia besides personal. This is a great place to. So it's hard to have a successful YouTube channel in Virginia because unless you can get something really cool or different going. But Virginia's a great place just for you, like for just like anybody that, and I mean me too, just anybody that wants to go out and just go have a fuck, like go look at stuff in the woods. This is a great place to do that because there's so many places you can go. Let's see. Yeah, hit some thumbs ups. I don't know if it helps or not, but I'll take it. It gets the trolls mad at least. Someone told me that, some big YouTube guy told me that, he's like, Mark, the thumbs ups don't mean anything. He's like, they can hit the thumbs up and thumbs down all they want. It does absolutely nothing to the algorithms and nothing for it. But it does help you look good. I mean, someone's about to click on a video and then there's all thumbs downs. There's like, so someone might not watch a video if they see, so I think people will gauge if the video is good or not that way. So it does help you for sure, but it doesn't really. It's only you guys anyway. This video will be deleted as soon as I turn it off. Why would I leave a video of me driving to the airport on YouTube? I'm not doing it. So if you're here, great. Don't even get me started on New Zealand. New Zealand kind of like just puts us all to shame in a sense with the beauty of that place. How do I go there? If I was like, hey, you guys, I'm trying to get a GoFundMe to go to New Zealand, they'd be like, are you kidding me? Like, I mean, I do want to go there because it's beautiful, but I have a feeling that, with beauty, I show you these views all the time where their spots are. So with beauty comes amazing, amazing spots for them. I think New Zealand could be amazing, and no one looks. They seem to really enjoy you when you get to a place where nobody has ever even thought about them, much less looked at their stuff. They seem to respond to this, like, hey, it's not that I'm not going to do backflips for you, but when the first times always seem like the best to me. Looking for 66 East. Anybody that knows this area knows 66, which goes right from here to DC. So if you're on 66 at rush hour, you are not happy. That's the only catch, you guys, in Virginia. maybe not even out here, but if you get to like DC and stuff, it's just bumper to bumper traffic. Always. Like the Beltway and all that. Everyone's coming from basically Florida to New York State, you know, and it's like you got to go through the Beltways, and it's just if you're there at rush hour, you are in trouble. Who's ever been in that traffic? Like the 495 Beltway, like inner loop, outer loop, all that stuff. I think this is my exit. Yeah, east. I'm actually getting there pretty quick, you guys. So, moral of the story is Virginia is very special. We have, it's, you know, I can't really speak for all of Virginia, but the two areas that I've done, I think it would change actually, depending on where you are. If you can find pines, like I'm seeing a little patch of pines to my right, you know, and I bet you it's decorated because there's no doubt the Sasquatch like the pines the most. That's where you'll see your best structures in pine trees. There's something about the pine. It could be the sap. I don't know what it is, but there's something about it that it's where they do their best chat anymore. You know, and then I see places like, you know, where Dwarf was, you know, you don't see a lot of structures like yesterday in that particular spot, but, you know, there's something magical about those. You know, that's where I came or, you know, whatever. But I do want to go up to one of those, you know, like Sequoia or like, you know, the Redwoods up there. Really just to look around, you know, to get in there where really I feel like not many people have been before. Let's see what's really going on. I have a feeling there's hidden cities inside those trees, like if you go to the right places.
In half a mile, take exit 300 for I-66 East toward Front Royal, Washington.
Structures that will lead you right to them. Sorry, I can't see the chat too well because I got the sun. No, what it was I minimized it so I could look at my GPS. My maps is running in the background.
Take exit 300.
I didn't want to miss my turn. Oh, actually, it does pop up. At like when I was supposed to turn, it actually did get a blinking in front of the screen. That's good. Now I don't have to worry about it. Whew. I'm gonna feel my credit card's feeling this one, you guys. This is all me. I mean, I would never ask anyone for help, but it's like I said, the ticket. Thank God my parents paid for the hotels because I had such a comfortable hotel. These residences inns. Have you guys been there? The residence inn with like it's like an apartment. Oh, it's so nice. I feel bad like for the maids because if they get poison ivy. It's not like it's all over, but I'm assuming there's like some oil in the bed. So I slept last night. I'm like after I took my 8th shower, I was like, I'm sleeping on the couch. So I slept on the couch last night just because I didn't want to like get poison ivy again sleeping in my bed. That's how bad I get it, you guys. I can just think about it and I seem to get it. Oh, I have coffee. Making too good a time. What time is it, you guys? I can't see that. There's no clock available. Oh. Is that right? Is it 10:09 here on the East Coast? If it's 10:09, man, I am super early. I should duct tape my phone to the top of the plane. Just like have a live video the whole way home. I tell you, it's funny. As soon as you go up, it's fun. You know, you lose cell reception. It's crazy. Once in a while, you get like a little beep. Hey, that's a good question for you guys. Off topic. Why do they still mess with your heads? Like, please turn off your devices. Like, you know, it has nothing. It has no bearing on the airplane crashing or not, whether your cell phone's on or off. So why do they have you do that? I don't understand it. Like they still have us. Because if it really had a bearing, you know, half the plane doesn't turn it off. So, like, if it was really important, they'd make sure of it. So I just feel like our devices won't interfere with the navigation of these planes these days. How do you guys feel about that? Like, it might be a stupid topic, but I don't understand. The other thing is how planes rip you off with the Wi-Fi. It's the biggest scam. Like, here's your your customers, they spend a lot of money. What's going on? There we go. Oh, my phone was getting hot, so the charging stopped because it's in the sun. The other one is the scam for. I'll read some of you guys chat too when I get to the airport. Is the Wi-Fi, like you can't even. Sorry about this. Without the wire on, it doesn't work. I gotta solve this thing. I gotta hang up anyway. Without, it's like for the whole plane flight. Like, that'd be one thing I get it. Like charge $10 for the whole plane flight, but they charge you like $20 for 2 hours. So like if you're on the flight, you got to charge another. Like what if you needed it just for another 10 minutes? It costs you another $20. Like they're trying to rip you off. It's mostly all the carriers. I'm sure there's probably one carrier that does it for free, and they make sure that you can't stream. Like you can't you can't watch a video. You can't watch. I don't even know if you can get on Facebook. Like they block these sites because of the data. They don't want you using data, so they're like, we'll rip you off, but we're not going to let you do this, that, or not. So they're going to charge you that much to check your email. Basically, I just think it's a scam and a rip off. Like if I own an airline, I would never do that to my customers. You know what I mean? Because I'm gonna have to hang this up because I can't. Do we have Australia here again? Good day, mate. Good day, mate. How cool would that be? Like Australia, New Zealand. I'd want to do that with somebody though. I don't think I'd want to do that whole thing by myself. I'd bring someone with me. I'd go out by myself some days though. I'd be like, listen, you go over there. I'm leaving. I'll see you later. Because I can't locate the best new areas unless I'm by myself. It doesn't. I've tried it and tried it and tried it. Sometimes we get some good stuff, but for the new venture, I love to be by myself. It's the only way my brain seems to work. Because I get a full, like I say, if Callie's there, I can do stuff with Callie and find stuff with Callie, but it's still a full distraction because I'm having fun with him, and my focus is on him, not what's going on. So when I'm alone, it just seems to pay off. I don't know if that makes sense. All right, you guys, I'm gonna thank you so much for all the wishes and the travel stuff and poison ivy stuff, and thanks for keeping me company. I have to maneuver. I'm not just going to the airport. I'm going to the rental-car place first, and then I'm going to take the shuttle to the airport, and then I think I'm going to be like really early, so maybe I'll have I don't know, I'll get like lunch or something. I have a lot of messages, so that's what I'll do. I'm going to get to the airport. I have a lot of messages. Probably sneak in the bathroom and put like lotion on my thighs and my shins. And then I have some video. To why I promised someone I would watch a video from their backyard. They seem to have I won't say her name because I don't know if I think it's a private thing, but she. It's kind of exciting. Like I get to the airport and watch a video. There's Bigfoot. She looks at him all the time. They look at each other. She said he sits right there and just looks at her. Like he'll turn away, but he always looks right back. She said, and I guess I have pictures and video of that to look at when I get to the airport. So that's kind of fun. It's the one thing about doing this and having people watch you is that you get, you can get secret stuff. It's not even like, it's not always, that exciting, but sometimes, it is because that person knows that they just know not to share it. They have to, like you got to pick one person. Sorry about that. Somebody you have to tell. It's a human nature to want to share something exciting. Like even if it's your best friend or your mom or something, you want to share it. Like when your tooth falls out when you're a kid, you don't just like hide it. You're like, mom. It's kind of like the structure. I'm like, you guys, look at this. It's the same exact thing. Like it's hard not to tell anybody. So I don't know. Exciting stuff. It's only gonna get better, and then more people come forward. Like I have people that are like, Mark, I've been doing this for like 20 years in my backyard. I've never said one thing to anyone in the world ever. And he's like, I know. He's like, they tell me. I'm afraid. He goes, it's not that I wasn't gonna think someone believed me, but it's like they're not gonna believe me that they give me these things in my head, and then when I hear your video, you saying they did that to you, I was like, oh my god, like there's something click. Whatever I said in the video just clicked with him, and that's why he wanted to share me. He finally knew he found someone that he could trust, and that would believe him. Trust this person with my life. It's still hard to believe something he might say. So with this stuff, I know. You don't have to even. It's not like I believe you. I know you're telling me the truth. It's crazy. So that's kind of fun. That's one of the things I don't talk about. It's one of the fun parts is getting like secret little pictures. Please never share this again with anyone. I'm like, and you get, once I get my word, that's it. That's one thing I'm not messing up. It's my word. So if I promise you, I won't tell. Promise. You guys have a great day. If I get real bored, I don't know. It's only 50 of us. We can, if you guys, some people are staying home today or stuck home today, I can always turn on, like in the airport, we can like stalk people or something. Like, I don't know, we can zoom into like weird people. We can laugh at them. I don't know. People, we can like basically, people watch. I don't know. You guys have a great day, and we'll talk soon. I'm gonna get home tonight. I don't know if I'll have time to do that video tonight, but I'm definitely gonna start getting it uploaded, and I should have another video out tomorrow. And then I'd like to do the video in the morning, and then actually just go out. I got to get into the mountains while I still have time. Like I can't be blowing off even an hour of this nice summer. So anytime I have a chance, I'm out there, in Colorado. So I should have some good days coming. Oh, and then one more thing, you guys. What's up, Terry? August. I don't want to speak too soon, but at the end of August, is it Georgia? Yeah, Georgia Bigfoot is going to hook up with Callie. I guess those guys have become buddies. And Georgia's, he's my, I don't know him that well, but I know him from like, oh, that was too bad. A little tiny baby deer was hit. But we may do some kind of like, I don't want to use the wrong words. It might be like some mini expeditions there. It could be an overnight, could be a camp out. I'm not sure exactly. We haven't figured out. I may let those guys go out and sleep, and then I'll hook up with them for something special. I don't know. I might bring them somewhere like a secret place or something. So we could have some cool, like a cool like multi-person thing in August. I still might have one or two people. One person's coming out in September. Things like that. But I think the most exciting videos, honestly, the most fun videos are when someone's here for me, but the most exciting ones for other people are probably when I'm just completely bugging out on myself and finding like somewhere new. And then, that's what I like to do. And that way, once I know that place, I can bring someone back there and be like, wow, look at this place. I'm very familiar with it, and it's easier to bring people back to some of these spots because the spots always change. That's what makes it fun. It's like, I'm going back, yeah, but that's what you have to, because then you know for sure, like when they think they made another X next to the other X, it's like, that's exciting. So you do have to go, stop back. At least some of the easier places, stop and check sometimes. Or if someone comes out, that has trouble walking, things like that. So what's going on Monday, you guys? Sorry, it's Monday. I'm not a big fan of Mondays. A Monday, I'll tell you, Monday feels a little different if you are not like at home, like I'm in Virginia, so it doesn't feel as Monday-ish yet to me because I have to travel. But there's actually a lot of business people. Can I go like this? No, I can't. So you guys have a great day. Thank you so much for signing on. And maybe Dwarf, what are you doing? Will you do a live video today or not? Like, is there any woods near you? Because I can watch a video in the airport too. You made a few people, and we were just like, it was nothing. We were just talking about like Wi-Fi in the airplane. Like it really wasn't anything. So maybe Dwarf will do a video later. I like watching his forest. Maybe woods are outside the door. Yeah, so just whatever. Just point the camera and whatever. Just go look at some green stuff. Okay, thanks, Terry. I knew that you would eventually. Get some timestamps in there. I'm really here. Oh yeah, let me add that. I'm really curious what people like Terry and Carlos, the new guy Carlos, and Michael. Michael goes without saying because he's been finding these amazing things. Gail. I don't. Sometimes I don't list the people that are the obvious that have always done this with me, but the new one for me is Carlos. He's really been getting some amazing pictures. I may post one. What I'll do is a community post for you guys. I want you to see some of these pictures, because if I do it on Facebook, most of you don't see it. If I've been posting some of those pictures on YouTube, but it sucks because I want to post like 6 pictures, like different shots of that picture. But I can only post one on YouTube. So, hey, look, I don't know if it's a good video. I couldn't even screen the video because my laptop's so bad. I just drag clips. I'm hoping there's no duplicate pictures or clips. just wanted to throw something up last night. And I should be able to put together, and look, it's not, I don't even think these are exciting videos, but I think they're more like educational, like, you know, like more like documentary types, like, you know, just showing you what's in these woods. You know, you do get sounds, we get things happening, you know, but it's not like, you know, you're gonna be blown out of your mind by watching these videos. But I think it's like, I think I said that in there. It's very educational for this area. And if you not, you don't have to live in Virginia but what you do is you look at the trees. So if you have a similar forest or similar trees, which is a lot of the East Coast, you know, you can assume most likely it's exactly the same in your forest. So it's like, yeah, it's very educational on this subject in a sense, like geologically educational. Does that make sense? I don't know. You guys have a great day.